Yeah, and they're very unselfish, and they play well off each other. Nurkic is very skilled, but the guy who probably gets lost a little bit for them, I'm sure he doesn't with the coach and his teammates, is Evan Turner. He just makes a lot of big basketball plays, and they're a tough team. Their defense is vastly improved. They're good, very good.
How important is it to bounce back to end this
Yeah, and we just talked about it. There's going to be a lot of close games in this league. When you think about it, we lost the Philly game on the last possession. We lost the Phoenix game on the last possession. Tonight we won on the last possession. And so just understanding how important everything is, every day, every timeout, every play. Because oftentimes these games, when you look at scoring margin, I mentioned this earlier, there's a lot of teams that are very close. So every night you got to be ready to fight and scratch and win, and you got to make winning plays. And so I liked the toughness that we had. We didn't go away. Things weren't going well, and we found a way to win in the end. Though the fourth quarter, it was the one time I thought we started to play defense.
You shot 55%, but you were limited to 3 in the second half. How did you kind of?
Yeah, I thought we challenged some shots better. I thought in the fourth quarter they had 22, so that's that was our best quarter. But they put a lot of pressure on you all the time, and they move the ball well side to side, so your shifts have to be clean. I thought we did a better job of moving on the flight of the ball, and that's important.
What led to the improved defense? Was it strategic or just getting
it's always when you think about it, it's really the degree in which you do things. Well, the degree of how hard, the degree of how together, and the degree of how smart. So sometimes it's, you think you're there and you're not. So, at halftime we watched, some clips from the first half, and, we weren't closing the way that we needed to. Aminu's on fire right now from 3. And we're challenging the shot, as if he weren't a good shooter, and you can't do that. He's a vastly improved player. He shoots the ball great. They take good shots, and you have to do more than one thing when you're trying to guard them. Yeah, like I mentioned, all these games are going to be close. You got to make tough plays, and that's when you look at every fourth quarter, the intensity level's different. There's a physicality to it that's different, and you have to understand that. And the game's called differently. So putting all that together, and you have to read what they're trying to do, and then you have to play defense.
Coach, Crawford's had nights like this throughout his career where he gets hot and just become a scoring machine. I mean, when did you know today? When did you get the feeling that this was one of those nights for you?
Early on, he played well in the first half. He made shots. So, and with Jamal, it's it doesn't matter how it's really going. He hits a couple shots. That could be all he needs to get going. So, just he's done it for a long time.
Are Wiggins and Towns getting better on defense as the season progresses?
Well, Andrew made a big play that was big. So, to answer the question, there are times where they've shown improvement, but there has to be a consistency to it. And so the NBA is a lot different than college, and we have to understand that. There's a physicality to this, there's a talent level to it, and you can't take plays off, or you can't play without great intensity all the time. The players are too good. And so, and you see that with our opponents, the way in which they guard Carl and Andrew. They rarely can catch the ball without it being contested, and there's a physicality to the way they're being guarded as well. So we have to do the same thing to our opponent.